Hey, it's Bo back for you, and today we're going to be ranking my 50 favorite flaws in ETOH. So I already made a video of my 50 least favorite. So yeah, we're going to be doing this. And basically the only rule is I made that each individual tower can only have 5 of its flaws on the thingy, on the list. So basically is what I'm saying, you're only going to be seeing 5 Tots flaws. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, let's go. Alright, so number 50 we have Flaw 5 of Coles. Now, I'm gonna be honest, guys, some of these first ones, I just ran out of stuff to put on here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just kinda put this because I didn't know what else to put. But I do like this flaw though. I like the way you collect all the buttons, and like, it's a big like change of pace, because like every flaw up until this point was like a minute long, and this flaw is like 5 minutes long. So yeah, not like a super great flaw, but I do like it. It's just kinda chill. Okay, next was supposed to be Eye Candy Flaw 9, but Oliver didn't play the right part. Just pretend we're on Flaw 9. So yeah, I love Flaw 9 because of like the background. It's like so, like, you know, like you don't know where you are, and I really like that about it. The puzzles are really cool. Just a really well like made flaw. Alright, next up we have Environmental Pain Flaw 10. Now, okay, you gotta hear me out on this one, okay? Because I know that this flaw is objectively garbage. And the gameplay, yeah, the gameplay is garbage, but it's just so cool. Like, the whole idea of it is just so cool. Like, for the time, it was so, like, revolutionary. And I still don't think any tower really, like, captures the feeling that this gets. Like, something about it, it just got aura for sure. Next up we got Cole's Flaw 14, another flaw that's not like anything special. I will admit there's probably another like filler spot just to fill up the list, but I mean, that doesn't mean I don't like it a lot. I do like this flaw a lot. I just like the way you progress is really interesting. Next up we've got Togo Flaw 6. Now, it's one of my favorite towers, but I don't think any flaws are like particularly like much better than the rest. I think this one's slightly better because I like, you know, like the inside parts and all the cool stuff you do. At the end of the day, I'm just putting this on here so there's a Togo flaw. Honestly, every flaw in this tower is like at least an 8 out of 10. Okay, this take might be atrocious, but Flaw Rate TFN is low-key kinda fun. Like, it's not good. I'm not gonna act like this is good objectively, but it's just fun to play, you know what I mean? And it's fun enough for me to, you know, not put it too high on this list, but I definitely think it deserves to be on here. If y'all don't know, this is my favorite Terrifying, and this is probably, actually, it definitely is the best flaw in it. It's just so fun, man. Like, I think people hate on this tower because a lot of the difficulty comes from just, like, random garbage. But the base gameplay of it's pretty good, I think. Next we got Tots Flaw 7, just like really good gameplay on this flaw, to be honest. Like the gameplay's simplistic, but you know guys know how much I like Tots, so you know, this is good. This is far from the best Tots flaw because, you know, it is a bit empty, I guess, compared to some other flaws, but still has such good gameplay in my opinion that I definitely think it deserves to be on here. I can already see that, you know, you're glazing Tots comments, but honestly, just saying, this is not the last time you're gonna see Tots. Next we've got Flaw 10 of THR, and while I'm not the biggest fan of this tower like some other people are, I have to be honest, okay, the way the gameplay flows in this tower, and especially this flaw, is really well made. Like, it just flows really well, and its use of client objects is just really well executed, for sure. Like, while it's not my style of gameplay, because of how well it flows, I have to admit that it's just really, really good. And while this is far from one of my favorite towers, and I think it's very overrated, I still have to give it credit. Alright, we're back to Tots. Flaw 2. So, Flaw 2 is a really, really good flaw. I love the way it flows. I love the simple rap gameplay. It's a pretty short one. It's definitely one of the shorter flaws, but it's just really good. I mean, how do you expect me to not put it on here when there's literally nothing wrong with it? Like, it's just good gameplay that flows well. The raps are all fun. There's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, it's just good. Next we've got Cope Flaw 25, or the last flaw, and once again, I don't think all of us went to the right part, but pretend we're at the last part. So, I'm not the biggest fan of this Citadel as a whole. I don't think it's that good. I think it's very varied, but this last part's really, really cool. I really like the gameplay. It's just a really nice flaw to end it off. Easily the best flaw of the Citadel. I just wish the rest of it was more like it. Next up we have FSF Flaw 9, and for those that don't know, this is one of my favorite towers in the game, and I really, really like this flaw, okay? I love the outside part. It's just really, really cool. And actually, the next spot is FSF Flaw 10. So yeah, these last two flaws are kind of like combined together. There's this like big outside section, and they're both kind of the same thing, but they're both really, really good. I really like these flaws. I love the way like that they use the colors on the outside as well. It just looks really nice and plays really well. Next we have Funky Grooves Flaw 5, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty difficult figuring out what was the best flaw of this tower, as they're all kind of the same, like, tier of quality. I'm just putting this on here just to, like, highlight how good this tower is. Honestly, I would put all these flaws on here if I could, like, especially if there's, like, a top, like, 75 or whatever. Every flaw of this tower would be on here, because I think they're all good. It's a really just consistent tower that's consistently really good, and yeah, I just wanted to put at least one on here. This tower is really underrated. I think it's really good. Some of the best gameplay in ETOH for sure. Next we've got Triple W Flaw 10, and once again, Oliver's not doing the right flaw, but just pretend he is, okay? I know I raged a lot at this tower.
Blaming Munchies. Oh, by the way, Munchie did the amazing and
but honestly, the gameplay looking back is really, really good. Like, the more you play this tower, especially when you replay it, it's really, really good. And Flaw 10 especially has really, really nice flowing gameplay. Like, in terms of like how well it flows, there's definitely up there for one of the best flowing towers. I still stand by the design of this tower not being great, but I'm focusing on the gameplay here. Next we have Pure Chroma Flaw 1. I'm putting this flaw on here for two reasons. One, because I just want to have a flaw of this tower on here because I really like this tower. Another is that it's just the first flaw and it's the one I remember the most. And this one is just really, really fun. But yeah, I like this flaw because it kind of introduces a lot of the mechanics and it kind of just leads the way for what it is later, which is pretty nice. Next we've got Togo Flaw 1, and I might have said that there won't be any more Togo flaws. Yeah, I might have lied. I think it's a great start to the tower because it kind of like starts off what you're expecting to see throughout the tower, because I don't think this tower really changes that much. This kind of just sets the pace for the rest of the tower, and I think it does it really, really well. And yeah, probably the funnest flaw of the tower, to be honest. Next we have Toy Flaw 7, so I think this tower is good, but not great. I think it's like a 6 to a 7 out of 10. But this flaw, honestly, while it is one of the harder flaws, once you learn it, it's honestly really, really good gameplay. Next we have Rock Climbing Flaw 8, and what makes this flaw better than the rest of the flaws, in my opinion, this tower, because this tower is just great overall, but what makes this flaw better is the way you flip around, like to the other side, the darker side. I found that to be really cool. It makes the tower feel more immersive than just like, you know, a big wall of gameplay. Next we have FSF Flaw 1, another great way to start a tower. This is a really good start to the tower. It sets the scene as well. It has very similar gameplay throughout the whole tower. Towers like this, it's just all about consistency, you know? This tower is just so consistently the same quality. It manages to be good, and one of my favorite rounds. Next we've got Tofak Flaw 3. I want to put one Tofak Flaw on 3. I think it's the best one because I mainly find the gameplay to be best here compared to the other ones, the shadow blocks and whatever. I think this is the best on this flaw, while having still fun gameplay, so yeah. But once again, I could have put any flaw on this tower from here because they're all pretty consistent good. Next we've got Torero Flaw 9, and this is definitely my favorite Torero Flaw because I really like the design, and I think the gameplay is the best of every Torero Flaw. Like, the gameplay on this flaw is just super, super good, and it just really goes really well. And yeah, I know I keep saying this, but another tower I could have put other flaws on, but I feel like this, if I had to like pinpoint one, that's my favorite. This is probably my favorite flaw. Next we have ABCD Flaw 9. Bro, this is one of the coolest parts of any tower. Like, this part is freaking sick, man. It's really, really well done. I love what the creators did here. Like, it's one of the last flaws, and it's just a great way to, like, kind of summarize the tower at the end. It has unique and special design while still having fun gameplay, which is pretty hard to achieve for a lot of towers. Next up, we've got TUEI Flaw 1, and I love this flaw because it kind of reminds me of Hopeless Hell. In fact, this and Hopeless Hell, like, really start off pretty similarly. And I think this is one of the best flaws, mainly because I really like the black and white color scheme. I always like that. And the gameplay is just so good. Like, it's one of the shorter flaws. Actually, I think it's a shorter flaw. But the gameplay is just so good. Like, it's pretty much all raps, but you guys know me, right? I like raps, right? And this is just, like, peak rap gameplay, which I really enjoy. Next we've got Double Trouble Flaw 6, so this one might be a bit strange to put on here because this is another tower that's kind of consistency based, but I actually think that this one actually is quite a bit better than a lot of other flaws. I don't know, something about it, I feel like a lot of the other flaws have like at least that one jump that's not great, right? Like that one jump that makes it a bit worse, but I don't think this flaw really has one of those. Pretty good like throughout, and I think it has really good gameplay. There isn't really a bad jump on this flaw, which I can't really say for any of the other flaws in this tower. Next we've got Triple Jeopardy Flaw 10, so yeah, not the best Triple Jeopardy flaw. Still way better than anything in the first half. It uses the mechanics that have been used in the second half, right? Like, the second half focuses on this mechanic of this moving thing, and I love that mechanic, dude. It's what makes this tower so good, especially the second half. Next we've got Cogs Flaw 15, and I really like this whole set as a whole, but this flaw particularly stood out to me because I really like the wall pushing mechanic. It's one of the shorter flaws of the tower and it is the final one, but I just really like this mechanic and I feel like it's definitely the coolest part of the tower. I even ended up failing it a few times and I still enjoyed it, which is pretty rare for me. Next we have Extreme Dystopia Flaw 5, particularly outside, and I know this one and a lot of people won't agree with, but for some reason this client object with like the white spinning thing is one of my favorite client objects in the game. I don't know why, I can't really explain it, I just really like the way it goes. And I'm a big fan of this tower just for how short and fun it is. I don't know, like I know it gets a lot of hate because the gameplay probably objectively isn't good, but I just find it super fun, that's why I like it so much. Next we've got TODC Flaw 9, and I know this is by far the hardest flaw, but it's also I think the best gameplay-wise. This flaw really flows really well, and I don't think there's really a bad jump throughout the whole flaw. I also really like that like one trust part, which is by far the hardest part of the tower, by the way, but I just think it's really good. It's crazy how TODC went from like one of the worst towers ever to one of the best, in my opinion. Next we've got No Return Flaw 9, and this is one of the most punishing flaws of any tower ever. Anywhere you fall here, you die, okay? But I think this is done really, really well, because the gameplay is sight readable, it uses COs, but you know, you learn those COs early in the tower, so you would know what to do, right? And while, yeah, it is still really hard, and I still did fail it, it's really, really good, and the gameplay is really cool, and I think it, you know, it makes a punishing section in a good way. Next we've got Hopeless Hell Flaw 10, and this is exactly the type of like simple gameplay that I enjoy. This flaw doesn't try to do anything cool, okay, it's very short, it's just this little part at the top, but it's just so good, man. It's the only flaw without like some jank, it just raps, right, and it's just really fun gameplay. Next we've got TOAI Flaw 4, and this is some of the cleanest classic gameplay you can ever make. Just everything about this flaw flows really well, and if you like classic gameplay but somehow don't like this, then like, how? Like, what's there not to like? There's just like peak classic gameplay, all raps, which is all that gameplay should be. Okay, I might be yapping, but still, it's really, really fun, and yeah, I love it. I think it's one of the best flaws. I think it's the best flaw in this tower, definitely. Next we've got TOAI Flaw 10, and this is one of those flaws that isn't really about the gameplay, it's more about just how cool it looks. I mean, just look at this part, it's super cool. And yeah, just like as an ending to a tower, this is just really, really well done, and I think it deserves to be on here because of that. Like, definitely one of the best ways to end the tower, for sure. Next up we've got Nothing New Flaws 5 to 6, and bro, I mean, this is just one of the coolest parts ever. The tornadoes in the back are just super cool looking, one of the best designs in JTOH in general. And yeah, this part's just really, really well done in my opinion. While the gameplay isn't perfect, just the design and creativity itself, I think, puts it on this list for sure. Next we have Two-Tail Flaw 1, sorry, I know this flaw, objectively not that great, but you know, it's iconic, it's fun, it's good classic gameplay, it's short, and it's just fun rap gameplay. Like, you cannot tell me this is not like a top 20 most iconic flaw. Pretty much every SC and above skill player can name at least like 5 jumps from this flaw, which cannot be said for a lot of other ones. And I'm not saying that's what makes it good, but it also, you know, it adds to it, and it's also fun as well, so. Next we have Triple Jeopardy Flaw 7. I'll never get over how unbalanced this tower is in terms of quality. Like, the first half is just not good, like below average, and the second half is so good. It's short, and it's unique enough to still be fun while being, you know, creative. Which is pretty hard to pull off for a lot of people. Next we've got TOTL for free, another great TOTL flaw, which just has good gameplay throughout. Like, it's such a clean flaw, right? You can speedrun it, you can do it like in all different types of routes. It's just fun rap gameplay. It's exactly the type of gameplay that I like, so you know, that's why I like it so much. TOTL is probably one of my favorite SCs, if not my favorite. It's either this or TT, so you know. Next we've got Steeple Overgrowth Flaw 4. Can I just say, best steeple in the game, okay? I know I haven't made my video of ranking every steeple yet, which I will make eventually. But spoiler alert, this is going to be either first or definitely up there. I mean, I just love this steeple. Ever since I've beaten it, like, I've never not had fun with it. I love the design, and especially in this flaw, the gameplay definitely shines the most. You have to get, like, these different buttons, you have to grow this, like, tree, and it's just, like, it feels like an adventure despite it being so short. Next we have Vanastyle Flaw 9, probably my favorite flaw of this tower, but honestly, despite being this, like, far up, there isn't really much to say about it. If you've been tracking the type of gameplay I like, you know, like, that I like this type of gameplay, okay? It's just gameplay that I really like, that flows well, okay, has interesting structuring while being classic. Nothing special, nothing cool, but, like, just fun. Next we have Cole's Flaw 12, or the red one. Okay, I don't know if this is actually Flaw 12, but it's the red one, and it looks like Flaw 12, I don't know. And yeah, I really like this one, mainly because of the way it flows. Like, the entire thing feels like an adventure. Like, you do this first inside part, then you do a dropper. And yeah, it's just like, the routing's super cool. And I know, like, I talk about routing a lot, and routing is honestly really important to me. Like, if it has good gameplay, good routing, just like Cole's, that's all I really want. And this flaw does that really well. Next we've got TOAI Flaw 5, probably the best designed flaw in the game, or at least top 5, because oh my god, this flaw is huge and so good. It's not even about the gameplay here, but just the way that this was made is so well done. Like, you can tell the effort just from looking at it. And the gameplay itself also is pretty good actually. I think the gameplay in this tower overall is not great, but I think it definitely shines the most here. I think it's the best here, as well as having the best design, so yeah, those two combined definitely deserves it on here. Next we have Tots Floor 9. I know this floor is more unbalanced compared to the rest of the tower because, you know, obviously this is the hardest floor, right? Most people agree. But when you get better at the game, you realize just how good these wraps are. And especially for the time they were made, these are just such good and well-made wraps. Like, I could be wrong, but isn't this the first tower to have attempts to wrap? It probably is. See, I don't know, like, I think Tots is really creative for the time. Like, it kind of innovated, like, hard gameplay. Because we had TOC, but TOC is just garbage, okay? But Tots had actual, sort of similar gameplay to how gameplay is nowadays. Next we've got Nothing New Floor 8, and yeah, definitely one of the coolest floors in like JTOH in general. The only real downside to this is it is really confusing, okay? Like, I feel like if I wasn't here with Camille, I wouldn't like it as much because, you know, he wouldn't have told me where to go. The floor is just so good, man. Like, everything about it, especially the design and creativity, the way, like, you have to take the paths. Like, yeah, it's confusing, but it's in a good way, right? Next we've got Constant Outslipping Floor 10, and this is one that I can't really explain why I like so much. I just really like it. The way you progress throughout it, I think is by far the best in the tower. The way like the tower progresses is so cool in my opinion. And also really nostalgic, because I used to be a big mediocre commentaries like fan, right? And I remember his video on this was like my favorite, so. But also just really good. Like this is so underrated. I don't know why no one really likes it that much. I feel like I'm the only one that values it this much. Next up we have got Triple Jeopardy Floor 9. My personal favorite tower, frick. My personal flaw of this tower, mainly because I feel like this one utilizes the mechanic the most. I think it does the most while having fun gameplay at the same time. This one I think definitely does the best with like the moving thing. Next up we've got Kota Floor 13. Now obviously, H's have not played a good part, but essentially the best part of this floor is the 2D part. I think the 2D part, like, it's not the first time it's here, but the 2D part here is made the best in my opinion. The gameplay here is really, really good, and it's mainly about the creativity. Like, I love the sit-up because it's one of the few that, like, feels like an adventure, is creative, but also has really good gameplay as well. Next we have Tots Floor 1. So yeah, my second favorite Tots floor, some of the best gameplay JTOH, just straight up, okay? It's clean, it's speedrunnable, you can do this in any way, and it's just so fun, man. Like, how can I not put it on here when I just find it this fun? Something about Tots, to me, makes it more fun than any other tower ever will be, probably. And yeah, Floor 1's probably the most memorable floor of the tower. Not my favorite, as you'll see in a sec, still one of the best. Next we've got Nothing New Floor 9, the best design part in the game in my opinion. Like this part with like the guy throwing stuff in the background, it's just the best part in the game. However, what stops it from being top 3 is that the gameplay's kinda mid and there's some not great gameplay parts, and it does become a bit annoying when you loop fill this part. The gameplay isn't that bad, I just loop filled it, but you know. Next we have Tower of Yahhh Floor 5, and once again H is not playing the floor I want him to play, but this is the floor where you collect coins, and oh my god I love this floor. It kind of reminds me of like a Mario floor, or like a Mario part of a Mario game, which I really like as you'll see later on. And yeah man, this floor is just really really cool. I love collecting stuff, and I think the boss fight he's doing right now is also part of the floor, which only adds to it because I think the boss fight's the second best part. So yeah, overall I don't even like this tower that much, but this floor just really stands out as one of the best. Next we have Tots Floor 3, and this is my favorite Tots floor because I just find the gameplay to be the cleanest out of all of them. Like, they all have clean gameplay and, like, gameplay that flows very well. But this one I think has the most, and I like the little ones with poles. I like the rap gameplay. It's mainly all raps, but that's all I really want, to be honest. And yeah, this is my favorite Tots floor. I just find it to be the funnest one. And number 1, we have got the Mario Galaxy part of Kota. Super creative, super fun, gives Mario Galaxy vibes, which is only a bonus. And yeah, I mean, I think this is justifiable why this is my favorite floor. I feel like a lot of people would agree with this. Unlike a lot of other placements, but you know, that's fine. I don't know, like, something about this, when I played this, it threw me back to Mario Galaxy, as well as having really fun. And it's just probably the best part in JTOH, for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Next video, I don't know what it's gonna be, we'll see. Please give me suggestions down below for video ideas, because I actually don't have any. Anyway, bye. See ya.
Blah 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 blah.